you can't tell, I'm Austin Townsend. This is my life at PCCS and how it has molded me into the man I am today. What, mic up? I got you. Throughout my life here at Poetry, I've met many impactful teachers and faculty. Obviously, I've been here for 13 years, so I make connections. But I have to say, when I first came to Poetry, I met a wonderful family, the Phillips. And they didn't just treat me like another student or just a simple friend of their son. They treated me like I was their own son. And I always loved that about them. And there's Miss Horan. Honestly, there's so much that I could say and so much that I need to say, but there's not enough time. She's known me since I was 5 years old, and she actually married my parents. She's seen me do a lot, and there's a lot of times where I should have gotten in a lot of trouble, but I didn't, so thank you for that. And it was to a point where I would do something and normally I'd hear like, oh, well, wow, he did that. And she was just like, yeah, I don't doubt it. He does that. And one of my favorite teachers is Mr. Harrell. I've known him for 12 years now. He wasn't only a teacher, he was like a mentor. He actually taught me in karate and taught me a lot, as long as Mr. Harrell and Miss Harrell. They taught me all the way up to black belt, and you can ask either of them. I definitely learned self-control throughout my time in karate. She's even nodding her head.
We needed to stick you to the wall with Velcro.
Yeah, I was definitely rambunctious. I always had something to say or do, and I never wanted to stop moving. And I just appreciate them both for sticking with me and never giving up, and really teaching me self-control. I can truly say I've never met a man like Mr. Beaumont. From his suspenders to how he speaks, his humor it's iconic. Because you have to know him for a long time to understand his humor, and when he's actually telling a joke or if he's actually like upset about something. But yeah, I've never met anyone like Mr. Beaumont. And to be completely honest, I've never actually had a mentor. I was assigned a mentor, I think 2 years. Never met with them once because they either left or they forgot. But my senior year, I got Miss Cripps. And she wasn't even on like the list. I just wrote her down and then wrote a check mark by it. And when they asked me if she was okay with it, I said yes, and I didn't even ask her. And I don't regret it at all, because if it were up to me, I don't like talking about myself, but she definitely kept me in line. She made sure we met, she made sure we talked. She really helped me through a lot, even if she didn't realize it. I've played many years at basketball. I started in 6th grade, and I met a wonderful man, Coach Glick. He was my coach in junior high and varsity, and junior varsity as well. Honestly, I can say a lot about Mr. Frank, I really can, or Coach Glick. And he's a great man. He really knows the line between basketball, being a man, and being a Christian man throughout all of it. He knows how to teach you how to be a Christian man on the court, off the court. He taught me a lot of life lessons. Last but certainly not least is Coach Frank. Coach Frank is a brilliant man. He never gave up on me. He always saw the best in me. And he always called me Austin Monica Moon, and I will never forget that, and I hated it. But I learned to love it. He taught me how to really grind to be a good basketball player, and once again be a great Christian person on the court. Every time I would almost lose my temper, he'd calm me down and just pray for me. He would never ever shy away from praying for me at all. Friends. What's school without friends? I've made a lot of friends throughout the years. They've come and they've gone, but I've never let them go too far. And as you can see here, there's so many of them I can't say enough about. If you can't tell, we are definitely okay being ourselves. We're not afraid of what other people think. If you can't tell, it's just, they're not friends, they're brothers. They really are. They've always got my back. I've never been afraid of being alone because they're always there. Memories are great to look back on until you see pictures of them. And then you get to see we thought we were so cool, we thought that we were going to rule the world. Then we grew up, found pictures, and asked Mom to delete them. They were not deleted. And this is what made senior year all the better. I came into senior year thinking it was going to be horrible. It was going to be just like the seniors last year, it was going to be ruined. And I just did not have the greatest year. But Addie really did help. Like I said, I've played basketball since I was in 6th grade, and I immediately fell in love. I may not have been good for the first year, but I definitely tried. I would have to say I made the most friends off the basketball team. There's just so many good kids that love God, and like I said, they're not afraid to show it. They've always had my back to play basketball whenever. And karate. I started karate when I was in 1st grade. And like I said again, I was very rambunctious, I was crazy, I didn't know how to keep my mouth shut. And a couple kicks to the head definitely helped that. The hardest thing I've ever done to this day physically is get my black belt. And I will never forget the day that I got my black belt. I might miss some parts because I blacked out, but I will never forget them. Some awards I've gotten throughout my years is I was Most Improved Player 3 times. My sophomore year, I was selected 2nd team All-State, and my senior year, 1st team, and 1st team All-Tournament. And in karate, I got my black belt. Like I said, it's one of my greatest achievements to this day. Family. Family got they're just amazing people. You'll never meet anyone like them. Even if we butt heads at times, I'll always love them. I might not say it a lot, but I do. And I have Gus and Leah. They're something. But I always love them. I always will. I might not sound like it or look like it, but I'll always love them. I'll always be their big brother and a thorn in my side. These are more of my family. It's my grandpa. Like I said, everyone in my family, I've never seen a close-knit family than this. They're just always so upbeat, so honest, and they always love God. Every time I do something or do something wrong, I always get talked to about Jesus, and they just pray over me and pray for me. And I truly believe I'm here today because of that. My spiritual growth here, I've been in a Christian family and a Christian school, so I've never really lived without God. I've always known He was there, but through this and through the time going here, I've realized how important He is, how important He truly is to my life, and where I would be without Him. And it's really amazing knowing that the people I'm around and the people that I'm with, they believe it too, and I don't have to worry about anyone doubting me or questioning my faith. They're always here to strengthen my faith. And poetry's impact. Yeah. This idea. I will never forget that. I can't because there's pictures. And poetry's definitely impacted me. It's shown me that I can be my own person without being judged. I'm never afraid to be myself. I just know that I'll always be loved no matter what. And here are some other instances where I'm comfortable being myself, and that is really because for after high school, I'm going to attend Tarleton State University, and I want to do my basics there and then transfer to A&M. For my future career, I want to be a veterinarian at A&M University. And I also want to travel the world. I want to travel. I don't want to stay in one place at a long period of time. I always want to keep moving, and I just feel like that's where God's called me to be. Thank you.